What's up, guys? My name is Align, also known as the Bearded Bear, and today I am working on my 97 Jeep Cherokee Sport. Let me show it to you. This is my Cherokee. I daily drive this. You may have seen it before in Freddie's video when we tried to do the transfer case chain, and I completely screwed the pooch on that. But today's project is this front fascia. I cheated a little bit and already got started. The new one is in my garage, which is an absolute mess, but I digress. Trying to get started with this. There's a few because it's broken. Short story, long story short, whatever. I hit a tree on the highway. That wasn't fun. It got totaled. I bought it back and I am fixing it back up. I zip tie mastered the crap out of it, so the front fascia is still on, but there will be a new one. It is in black, and I don't know, I won't do much for cosmetics on this thing because I don't care really. I do have the lift kit in the garage, which will be going on in a later video, but today let's just get this thing on. All right, and just a few minutes later, it's loose. I gotta get the lights unbuttoned and finally take this whole fascia off, get the new one out here, and start kind of mocking everything up. So give me a second and I'll show you that. All right, yep, this is the old one. And there's my bare bones front end. Previous owner probably hit a tree too. Doesn't look like this side of the car has had much luck in its life, but no hammer, you know, these things run forever, who cares, they're tanks. And there's the new one. Grill's still in there. I to be completely honest, broke a few screws, and I'll use zip ties to fasten the rest of it because I don't care enough. This thing is pretty much a throwaway vehicle that I love. And the more beat up it gets, the better it gets, in my opinion. It runs like a top. This engine has not failed me once, and I'm pretty sure it'll continue to do that for the next 200K. I'm about to roll over 200, so let's get this front fascia on and button her up. One more thing I need to do. There are this bolt, or screw, and that screw, and then this tension spring to get the bucket for the light out. I already did the one side. Without a power tool, it's a bit of a pain. Very long screw, but yeah, it'll come out. Considering how old it is and how much rust, surface rust at least, there is on certain parts of the vehicle, pretty much everything came apart. The only issues I really had were these, which screw into like the back of the, well, this is fiberglass. It would screw into the back of there, and then there's a metal nut here. Probably should have been plastic from factory because these things, if you can see in there, get pretty rusted from just the onslaught of rain and snow and everything. But yeah, almost done. Gotta put those, well, you can see where the new buckets go, and these little plastic things are pressure, so you can squeeze them and they pop right out. So these are from the old truck, oh, the old fascia, I should say, and it goes in there like that. And pain, just realizing the pain is gonna be having to realign them. So, all right, back to it. All right, so I have it mocked up. I just gotta bolt it back in, kind of fitting these. These are the new ones. That side was still good, which I have here, so I'll keep it as a spare. The other one, it didn't fare so well. But, of course, we got new ones. It's, forget what the brand name of the actual fascia is. It's another fiberglass. Actually, it might be ABS plastic. Yeah, it looks like it's ABS plastic. And these are from Depot. Depot, I've had good experience with them in the past. I had a 03 Honda Civic with some JDM replica lights, and they were fantastic. They never leaked. I never had to do anything to them. So, it was taking longer than I thought it would, but, you know, with time, it'll come out all right. as all right it'll be. But I kind of like the black and red contrast. I don't really have any other black on the car, but well, besides the mirrors, I'm sure it'll look fine. All right, let me finish. And there we go, all buttoned up. All the lights work. I've tested it. A little bit of a panel gap here. I could fix that later. There's these Torx here. Just gotta move it in. But yeah, there's a boopy here. Looks like previous owner, like I said, hit something and just need a new fender. It's not too bad. It'll bolt right in, but that is it. Like a brand new old truck. All right. I'm pretty happy with the black, but let me show you around the rest of the truck. There are a few hack mods, not like hack like I'm a hack, but hack like I had to hack the CPU to make things work. As well as, if you've noticed, this is a metal bumper. So we actually sawed in, which this paint's all flaked off now, but we sawed into the bumper and recessed these LED lights. Where I work, it is very, very, very dark, and without those, I would probably hit a deer. So they've already saved me in quite a few instances. But yeah, back to the interior hack mods. The car does have a remote start, so hit the yellow button, hold, release. There we go. As shitty as the truck looks, oh crap, I hit the brake. There, now we're on. Hit the brake, nothing's gonna happen. So, as shitty as the truck looks, it actually runs really good. This thing, like, mechanically is well maintained. Aside from it missing the transfer case chain, which I'll get it done at some point this summer. There are absolutely no lights. That brake light you see is just the parking brake being on. And like I said, I'm about to cross over the 200K mark. This truck has been absolutely reliable without a doubt. I've had little issues, bad parts like alternators and whatnot, which at 200K, it's something you would expect. But yeah, so in my radio, I'm a big Mets fan, so Mets stuff. Here's the switch. Made it look sort of stock, even though it's not the same type of thing, but those are for my LED lights. And that's pretty much it on the interior. This used to be where I had my cell phone mount. I hard mounted it now, which since I'm using my phone, I can't really show it to you, but it's magnetic and yeah, whatnot. So Bluetooth, microphone, etc., etc. I actually do have aftermarket speakers in the doors and in my little shabby speaker thing back there. Yeah, the headliner's sinking a little bit. I could fix that with some glue. Not a big deal. But job well done. There are a few other things, like I said, I do want to do. Hold on, let me do face cam. I realized the truck's a little loud, so it might have been a little hard to hear me in that past clip, but there are a few other mods I want to do. The lift kit, it's a 3-inch lift kit from Rough Country, which was brought to you by Tavarish himself. Yes, he got it for me as a birthday gift about almost 2 years ago, and I've been so lazy, and I have not installed it yet. It's at that point, my shocks are spent, my rear leafs are flat, they're not even suspension anymore, but the truck keeps on kicking, everything works. Things actually work better than they did stock because I did hack mods, specifically the fan relay. The temperature switch just won't switch it off, and I've heard that switch it on, and I've heard that this is a common issue with a lot of XJs, and I found a hack around it, which is pretty much just grounding out that relay with an aftermarket temperature switch. Just plug it right into the radiator, run it to ground, and that's it. As soon as the temperature switches, the little mechanism, it'll switch to ground and the fan turns on. It works remarkably well, and I'm able to adjust for what temperature. So if it's running a little hot where it's coming on past the halfway mark, which is around 210. I've actually brought it down to come on around 185. So it runs really, really well. I used to have issues where it would just randomly turn off on me. It was a overheat kind of safety thing that the ECU has on these, but overall, like, this truck has served me really well. I've changed the alternator twice, but that was from bad parts, and there's really not much I could do about that. I did the water pump. I've checked the tension on the chain. Everything's fine on this thing. It's good to go for probably another 150, 200K. So I'm pretty set with this thing. I do plan on getting in, you know, a weekend cruiser kind of situation where that should be good. I like a two-door roadster kind of thing. I haven't figured out exactly which one I want to get, and price is a thing. I am on a budget, so we'll see what happens. But I hope you sort of enjoyed this. I know it was kind of hacked together, clipped together kind of thing. I didn't really show the DIY aspect. I just wanted to show it before and after. That's more my thing. I get really frustrated when I'm working on when I'm working on vehicles. If I would have time-lapsed this, you would have seen tools being thrown across the room, and as entertaining as that might be for some people, I'd rather not be on my channel. But if you did like this, please click that like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And until next time, today was a pretty good day. I'll see you guys.